Hey there, Ray fans! Welcome to another PSR event here at Barcelona today, and we are going to be running with the Group 4 cars. All the guys are ready and waiting on the track already. So we're going to run through the grid start positions. We're going to start with who is on pole, which is Greg White in the Nissan GT4. A really cool looking car. That's Greg put Kobe juice in the car today. Obviously, you can see there he's obviously decided to line the pockets of the Kobe's and get a sponsorship from them. So you can expect great things from Greg today by the look of it. Unfazed in the other GTR in position number 2. Then we have Jamrock driving the Ferrari in third. Hulky in the green and purple as usual, driving the Nissan GTR. Then we got Borky from the USA driving the white Ferrari. Then I'm in position number 6 in the Hankook livery Lexus. Then in 7th position we have Welsh Boy driving the Ferrari. In position number 8 we have Drac Fury, the Drifter Special, driving the front-wheel drive car today, the Suzuki Swift. And in position number 9 we have Mitchell Morgan. He's been complaining today about real issues with the car's steering, so I think we might have a little bit of he might have a bit of a tough race out here today, but nonetheless it is about time to get this race started, so let's wait. We are waiting for the green light, and then we'll have a race start here at Barcelona. So good luck to all the racers, and the race is on. Greg White out in front, chased by Unfazed, who's in second. Hulky moves in front of Jamrock into third position. I remain in fifth. Borky in sixth behind me, and we have, there's a fight between Welsh Boy and Borky in sixth and seventh. The two trading places a couple of times. Greg White holds the lead. Unfazed moving out around the outside, takes the lead from Greg White, and what a pass. Hulky also trying to get into the mix there, into third position. Him and Jamrock having a bit of a fight there, but he moves down the inside, and he's right next to Greg White, door to door, running with the other GTR. 3 GTRs up at the front of the race at the moment. Jamrock in fourth. Hulky gets past Greg White. Greg White back past again. Unfazed leading the race though. The other two battling it out behind him. What a race start for Barcelona. 6 laps out here today as they go underneath the PlayStation sign, or the PlayStation bridge. Greg White following as close as he can to Unfazed. Hulky putting pressure on him. Here we see Hulky, and we've got Jamrock fighting for that position back. The 2 Ferraris behind Hulky. Hulky runs it wide, so do the 2 Ferraris, but they kind of keep it clean there. No spins and so forth. So great overtake by Jamrock into third position. Welsh Boy now battling it out with Hulky. Hulky gets back into fourth. But Unfazed, Unfazed with that penalty too for, I'm not sure what that's for. I'm presuming it's going to be for cutting the track slightly, but nonetheless, he is out in the lead. Greg White hunting him down. That's a half-second penalty. Let's just see if that is enough for him to lose that position. Greg White is definitely going to be trying to take as much advantage from that as he can, but Unfazed is unfazed by it all. If you pardon the pun. Right, Jamrock in the Ferrari in third. Welsh Boy up into fourth position. Hulky's dropped down after that quick stint off the track. But Mitch Morgan has overtaken me and Borky. That not too difficult, although he has got the steering issues today. The Lexus is really a good car, but whether I can pilot it or not is another story. That looks like I'm battling at the back there with Borky behind me in the blue and white Ferrari. Drac Fury right at the back. I don't know what's happened to him. Obviously some kind of incident back there, but I'm sure that won't be his position for very much longer. And yes, there we go. I've obviously pinned it somewhere, so needless to say, I'm not going to be in this race very much. But let's move back to the front and see how we go with Unfazed. He's about to hit that penalty line, and we'll see what Greg White has to say about that. We'll see if he can get past. Greg runs it a little bit wide. They're not wide enough to get a penalty. Unfazed in first. Greg White right on the outside there. He gets past the 2 Nissan GTRs. Those Skylines up in the front. There's a real battle for position number 1 at the moment. Unfazed gets it right back past though. Greg White is really having to fight for the position. He's got a penalty of 0.5 seconds now, so really pushing the envelope out there. These two lap leaders, Jamrock in third with Welsh Boy right behind him. So we've got 2 Nissans in front, 2 Ferraris behind, and then we have Hulky in a GTR behind with Mitch Morgan hunting him down with that wonky steering that he's got. He doesn't seem to be doing too badly with the glitched out steering, but Drag Fury obviously trying to make his way up the field too in that little Suzuki. Hot Wheels Suzuki. I'm sure it's going to have Hot Wheels after this race, the way he skids that thing around. But we'll have a look at Hulky trying to defend his position with Mitch Morgan behind him in the other GTR. The GTR is looking really strong out here today. Welsh Boy right under the wing of Jamrock's Ferrari. The 2 Ferraris fighting it out for 3rd and 4th, and it is Unfazed and Greg White fighting it out for position number 1. Greg has got past Unfazed, but he's got that penalty, so something is going to happen out here, and I think that is going to be Unfazed taking that position back. Quite a small space between the 2 drivers, so as soon as that penalty comes into effect, you can see the yellow marker coming up. That penalty is due to be served anytime soon as he crosses the penalty line, and then Unfazed will rocket past in the green and black Nissan GTR. Greg trying to keep out of harm's way and gets out of the racing line. Unfazed moves around. Wasn't sure what was going on there. Greg might have thought that Unfazed was going to be going down that way, and got in his way for a second. Oh, excuse me. But Greg White gets back past again. Unfazed slots back right in behind the Kobe Juice fueled Nissan GTR of Greg White Lightning. Let's see what's happening towards the back here. Oh, Welsh Boy has got past Jamrock, so the 2 Ferraris trading places. Welsh Boy into 3rd, Jamrock with a 1 second penalty there as well, so it looks like he was really being pushed by Welsh Boy. Welsh Boy obviously gets the position, and Jamrock just maybe forcing an error trying to defend. But it's Greg White out in the lead at the moment, with Unfazed following in behind. Unfazed very, very good at just holding back and making sure that he puts enough pressure on the leaders to let them make the mistakes, so that he will rocket past. But Greg White, a very, very accomplished racer, so he'll probably soak up that pressure nice and easily. Greg White though with the quickest lap of the race so far, 150.474. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at Unfazed. The 151.228 is his quickest time so far, but we know Unfazed, he's not one to want to stay into P2 for very long. He's going to be trying to get that position back, and Greg White knows it. You can see them on the limits there, coming over the rumble strips on the left hand side of the track. Unfazed not too far behind, 0.2 of a second to be precise. So very, very close up front. Welsh Boy seeming to make a little bit of a gap on Jamrock at the moment, with Hulky closing the gap between him and Jamrock's Ferrari. And we got Drag Fury has got past Mitch Morgan. Mitch Morgan right on his tail though, even with that wonky steering wheel that is giving him a hard time as of late. He still seems to be well within the mix. Oh, he runs it a little bit wide there. That's obviously because of that steering problem. That is obviously causing him a vast amount of trouble in the GTR. Lovely colour, that car. Borky in position number 8, with me chasing him. And you see me going off the track again, once again, showing my true skills out there. And back to the front. Let's not harp on the mistakes of the back markers. It's Greg White still in the lead, Unfazed following behind. The gap seems to be widening slightly. Greg White really on the money here today. A best lap for him, a best sector for him there too, as he goes purple. He's actually got a faster lap time again, a 150.404. So Greg White is up in the pace out there. It's lap number 5 at the moment, so a lap and a half to go approximately, with Unfazed behind him. The gap getting slightly bigger as we progress through the race. But really great driving by Unfazed. Fantastic driver this. And Welsh boy as well. Very, very quick driver. Seems to be good in no matter what car you put him in. And he's showing it out here today. Looking like it's an easy P3 for now. Jamrock though, don't take anything away from him. He's right up front there with the guys. Hulky chasing him down though. Jamrock holding him off. And able to keep that car a good few car lengths ahead of Hulky, which is quite an achievement. Hulky is very, very quick. Drac Fury is chasing down Hulky with the Suzuki, but not seeming to be able to close that gap. We'll move further towards the front of the track now. Jamrock chasing Welsh Boy. Welsh Boy taking a really neat line through there as we get onto second place now with Unfazed. Is he closing that gap on Greg White? It looks like he may be doing that. Let's drive in the cockpit with Unfazed for a second. Just switch over to that camera. You can see him, how he follows those lines. Greg White putting those right wheels in the gravel. Oh, looks like he might have run it slightly wide there. Look at the gap. It looks like he might be closing down. This could be a chance. Yes, he has. It's a 1 second penalty for Greg White. And Unfazed is definitely going to take advantage of that. Let's move up to the race leader. Here we are. With Unfazed behind him. Greg White with a 1 second penalty. Almost runs it wide again. Unfazed is definitely tasting blood here. Smelling blood in the water. Hunting him down like a great white shark. Greg White looking like the shrimp at the moment with a 1 second penalty. And it's going to be served quite soon. Here we go, the penalty line right up ahead. Let's jump back into the car with Unfazed. You can see Greg White slowing down to serve that penalty. Here comes Unfazed round the outside. My word, what an overtake. Not quite an overtake. Greg White fights back through the inside. Unfazed right on his bumper. He's going to want to put on as much pressure as he can now. This is the final lap. Greg White trying to keep that car ahead. Unfazed flooring it, trying to get that car right on the back of the other GTR and get a slipstream going. I think he might be a little bit too far from the back of that car to get that right now. Greg White on the apex there, dust flying up into the windscreen of Unfazed. Greg White takes first, then it's Unfazed. A great second place for him. Welsh Boy in third. Here we come back to Jamrock crossing the line in fourth, Hulky in fifth. Then we have Drac Fury, then Mitch Morgan in seventh with the wonky steering wheel. And there we go, Borky in position number 8 in the blue and white Ferrari. Great clean race by him at the back end of the scale. Far cleaner than me. But there he goes. He's going to cross the line any second now. There we go, crossing the line for the last lap of the race. And well, here comes the back marker. I'm a professional back marker by the look of it. Group 4 car. This is a lovely car. I just don't seem to be able to drive it that well. It's a bit of a showboat move for the fans. If I can't race well, I'll do some tricks. But what a great race by Greg White. Fantastic win by him there. Unfazed in second. Welsh Boy in third. Then Jamrock in fourth. Hulky in fifth. Drac Fury in sixth. Mitch Morgan in seventh. Then in eighth it is Borky, and I finished up at the back of the pack in my usual position. But great race out there, guys. Wonderful event. And we'll see you out on the track next time. So drive safely, take care. We'll see you on the track.